Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. Today we are going to learn about drop-down chart. Drop-down chart are advanced type of chart in Excel. You can combine the functionality of a normal default chart such as the column chart or line chart and combine with a drop-down list which can be created using data validation function in Excel. So it creates a single chart which occupies a small space, but it acts as multiple charts. You can switch between one chart to another using the drop-down list. For example, imagine you have a data like this where there are multiple products and it sales data for the whole year or more, and you want to show sales data of these products from January to December. Then we can create a simple drop down of the products, and using the drop down we can select the product and show the chart of that selected product only, and we can shift from one product to another without creating extra charts. So to understand better, let's do here with example. Here we have some courses like Advanced Excel, Technical Analysis and Option Trading, CLEAT, CFA Elite, Financial Modeling. These are some of the courses, and these are the total fees generated from each course in each month for a particular year. And now if we want to create a chart out of this data, then normally what we can do is that there are two ways. One is like this: select the whole data and then insert and then column chart. Here simple column chart, then you can get this kind of a chart. See, there are so many courses for which one column is being created, so it is too clumsy and it is not very easy to read the data. So to avoid this kind of thing, what we can do is the another way: delete it, and then instead of creating the chart for all courses, we can do like this for each course. Select the course and one of the courses and then go to insert and select whatever chart you like. So I'm selecting here column chart. So this is for one of the courses, Advanced Excel course. Okay, and now if I want to create for technical analysis, then I have to select the first row and then shift press the control key and then select technical analysis row and then go to insert and insert a column chart. Then it will create another chart for technical analysis course, and so on. I can create for each course like that. So if I keep creating chart for each course separately like this, then the chart will fill up all the spaces of this worksheet and we may not be able to read what chart is for what. So to avoid this, we can use this drop down chart, which will work like a dynamic chart. So first let's delete these charts and then see how the drop down chart works. So there are two methods I'm using here. One is index match method, another one is filter method. So let's see how it works. See, here are the course. So I'm making here a drop down list. So when I click this drop down button, I will see all the courses. So out of these courses, if I select any of the course, it will show the chart of that course only. So suppose now it is financial modeling. Now let me select this Advanced Excel. So once I select this one, the chart is also changed for Advanced Excel. The moment I change this one for option trading, and it change accordingly. So both charts are same. I'm just putting that one is a line chart, another one is a column chart. So we will be looking how it is working. The magic is not the chart. Chart is a very simple. This is a column chart and this is line chart. There is no fancy chart or anything else. The dynamic character of this chart is happening because of the data, because this chart is based on this data and this chart is based on this data. These two data are same and it is just copied from this cell dynamically. Instead of copying manually, we are just linking this chart with this drop down list. So we will be learning each one of them one by one. So you have now understood that how it is working. Now let me select another one again, CFA Elite course. Now the chart is changed to CFA Elite accordingly. Now let's create it from the beginning. Let me delete this one. Let me also delete this too, and then let me also delete everything from here. Okay, now the entire table is free, and now let me also revert this table to range. Now it is a simple range. Now before we proceed how to create a drop down list, let me explain you how the drop down list is working and what is data validation. To use the data validation function, go to data tab, and then you will get this data validation menu here. Click here, and then first you select this cell, or this is already having data validation. Let me just delete it. Now let me create a fresh. I'm selecting this cell for data validation, then I'm click here, then select the data validation, and then here many options are there: whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, custom. So let's see with the whole number how it works, or let's see with decimal. Then it will ask what will be the data range. Okay, so here it is between, not equal to, greater than, or less than. So let's try less than 2.5. Should be less than 2.5 value. Okay, here let me put 1.24. Now it is working because it is less than 2.5. Now if I put 3.4, it will give this error message: this value does not match the data validation restriction defined for this cell. So until unless I correct it or delete it, I cannot move out of this cell. So retry it again, do it 2.2, 2.3. Now it works. So this is how the cell is validated using a function, using a formula. Now let's try something else. Instead of decimal, let's see text length. Less than 8 character. Now let's see Excel. It works. Then Excel 2024, it won't work because I have validated that this cell should not contain any text more than 8 character. But Excel 2024 is more than 8 character. That's why this error message is coming. This is how data validation works. Now in our case, here we are going to do something else. That here we are going to do a list, and the source we have to provide the source. What source we are going to provide? The course name. So here are the course name. So these are the course name which we need to provide here in the list. Now click OK. Now I will have this advanced Excel, I will have technical analysis, I will have option trading. So all the list, course list available here is being populated in this drop down. Now using this drop down, we will be using the index match function. So if you have not watched my index match chapter, please go to this link and watch the video first, because it has explained about the index match in detail. Here we are going to repeat the same formula again. So first thing is we have to copy the header of this table, because irrespective whether we are selecting for advanced Excel or technical analysis or any of the courses, we are going to have the same header, right? So we are going to copy the same thing. So I will just copy like this. Now it will give you the same header. From here we want this option trading, so I'm just copying this one, option trading. All right, let me highlight this one with the some fancy color. Okay, first we are doing for index match only. Okay, Now we are going to do the index match. So in index we have an array and then column number and row number. So to provide the column number and row number, we use match function. So first the formula is index, then array. What is the array? Array will be the total data. This is the array. Next, row number. So we cannot simply provide a row number, one row, two row, because it has to be made dynamic. So we have to use the match function. So one of the match function, because we are going to use two match functions, one match function will provide the row number, another match function will provide the column number. Now match, here lookup value. What value we are going to look? Because this is for option trading, so we are going to look for this row number, because these course name are in the rows and the month name is in the column. So we are going to provide here row number. That's why we have to select, we have to check this lookup value. So lookup value will be option trading, and it will be look at what? Here, entire course, right? And then what is the match type? It will be exact match. Then bracket close. So this match will provide the row number. Next, column number, again another match. Lookup value, what we are going to look? Now we are going to look for the January, because the value for January we are going to look. So first January has to be checked. So we are going to check January, comma, from where we are going to check the January. So January is available in this row, right? So we have to select the entire row like this up to December. Then what is the match type? It will be exact match. Now bracket close. This will close the match function, and now another bracket to close the index function. Now hit enter and you will get the data. So see, here it is option trading, and option trading figure is for January is 58,354. Now let's change this one to technical analysis, and let's see, technical analysis is coming here and the figure is 55,446. Now it has come for one cell. Now we need to replicate the same for all the months. So instead of writing the formula for each month, we can simply copy this formula to the entire row. But before dragging it, we need to fix some of the references. So press F2 or double click, you can change. Now for the month of February, if I drag this one for the month of February, then whether this technical analysis will change? No, technical analysis, this course will remain the same. So this index will remain the same. So press F4 and then match D12. D12 will remain all the time. It should be fixed, because even if it is for February, that is for technical analysis. So we have to fix this one, then press F4 like that. And where the value will be checked, the course name will be checked in this row, in this column. So this will always constant, this will always remain the same. So we will fix this one also, and then match that will okay. Now E11 is January. When I drag this formula to this one, then E11 should change to February. That means it should be F11. So we should not freeze this E11, but it will remain as it is. Okay, and then this D3 to P3, because we have to check the month from this row. So that's why it will always remain fixed. That's why we will fix this one also like this. Now hit enter. Now you drag it, you get a figure. Now let's check it again. Option trading 58, 58, 63, 63, 68, 68. So it is working, right? Now let's check another one. Financial modeling 29, 32, 37, 37, 62, 65, this 32, 37. So it is absolutely working. Now let's check the filter function again. Filter function is even more easier. To work with the filter function, we have to change this data range into a table. So to change the data range into table, what we need to do is first bring the cursor inside the data and then press Ctrl T and hit OK. Now it has converted into table, and the table is this table 1. Table name is table 1. All right, we are not going to change anything, so let it be. Now first we need to copy the header name like this, table 1 header. Okay, from here we will write the filter function. Then array means the table, entire table, so I will just write the table name. Once I write the table, this entire table has been selected automatically, because this data range is converted into table and name of this table is table 1. So I am referring as a table 1, and then automatically it selects the entire data range. Now include means to search, what to compare. I am going to compare table 1 course is equal to, means whatever content is from in this course is equal to this one, financial modeling. Here what is the content in the T10? If it is match, then give me the corresponding figure. If it is financial model, then it will give the corresponding figure like all this. And if it is CFA elite, it will give this corresponding figure. Okay, just press enter and it will give the entire range in that data. So it is even easier than the index and match function. So whichever way you find better, you can use it. Now the main part is to link this data with a chart. So that we already learned how to create a chart. Just select the data like this and then Alt F1 to insert any data, any chart. Shortcut for inserting a chart is Alt F1. Now here I will be writing something, so that select the course, get something like this, so that you can understand what to do with this data. This one also I am making it bold. Now I am creating another chart for this one. Alt F1, instead of column chart, let me change to a line chart. Okay, now let's select it. Option trading, both are changing. Technical analysis, now this chart is also changing. So instead of creating one chart for each course and fill up the entire Excel sheet as shown in the previous example, the first example, it is always better to have this kind of drop down chart where you can have all the charts but in a single space. So it will look nice and it will also look like a professional. Now in this chart we use 2-3 functions together. One is your mastering in your formula, that is index and match function we are using here, and then filter function we are also using here. Another one is data validation. So using this, combining with data validation, index, match or filter function, you can create a drop down chart very easily, and then your space is also still very nice, very clean, yet it is more powerful. You can show all the charts in one single space. I hope that you have understood well what I have tried to explain in this chapter. If you think that chapter is very useful for you, please do not forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you are new to this one, and don't forget to share with your peers, with your friends, so that everyone can learn the Excel very easily. And that's it for this lecture, and I will see you in the next video. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.